You're listening to Identity After the Uniform, where we rebuild identity, stability, and direction when the structure is gone, when the routine stops, when the role disappears, when no one tells you who you are anymore. This is where you rebuild from the ground up. This episode is for the one who thought leaving would feel like freedom, but instead feels like pressure, because on paper it looks better. No early starts, no constant direction, no one telling you what to do, more time, more choice, more control. But it doesn't feel like freedom, it feels like something is missing. And most people don't say this out loud, because you're supposed to be grateful, you're supposed to enjoy it, you're supposed to make the most of it. So when it doesn't feel right, you start to question yourself. But here's the truth. Freedom without structure doesn't create progress. It creates drift. Because structure is not restriction. Structure is support. It is the thing that holds your behavior in place. It reduces decision fatigue. It removes hesitation. It creates rhythm. And when you were in the military, structure was built into everything. You didn't have to think about what came next. You didn't have to negotiate with yourself every morning. You didn't have to rely on how you felt. Your environment carried a large part of your discipline. That's why you could operate consistently, even under pressure. But when that structure is removed, everything changes. Now every decision is yours. When to wake up, what to do, what matters, what doesn't, what to prioritize, what to ignore. And at first that sounds like control, but in reality it's load. Because every decision takes energy. And when your identity is already unsettled, that load becomes overwhelming. So what happens? You delay, you avoid, you overthink, you lose rhythm, not because you don't care, not because you're lazy, but because the system that supported your behavior has gone. This is why so many people struggle after transition, not because they can't handle freedom, but because they were never taught how to build structure for themselves. In psychology, behavior is heavily influenced by environment, not just willpower, not just mindset. Environment, which means if you remove structure and don't replace it, your behavior will become inconsistent, no matter how capable you are. So the goal is not to chase freedom. The goal is to build structure you control, structure that works for your life now, structure that stabilizes your identity, structure that reduces pressure instead of adding to it. So here's your reset. Today, I don't want you to try and fix everything. I want you to build one piece of structure, something simple, something repeatable, something that removes a decision. It might be a fixed wake-up time, a set training slot, a daily walk at the same time, a non-negotiable first task, or even just deciding what time your day starts and sticking to it. You are not trying to control your whole life. You are creating one point of stability because structure creates consistency. Consistency builds evidence, and evidence rebuilds identity. Freedom is not the starting point. Structure is, and once structure is in place, that's when freedom actually starts to feel like freedom, because now you have direction inside it. If this hit, don't leave it here. I've built a free 5-day reset to help you rebuild structure, stability, and direction step by step. Start it now. Link is in the description. And if you're going through this, subscribe, because this series is here to help you rebuild properly, one step at a time. That's how you rebuild.